been asked here today on behalf of the Wurundjeri people to do a welcome to country and to do something John Howard can't do, but say sorry to the refugees for the atrocities they've been put through. And today I listen to refugees that have been in concentration camps and come out and they tell me their stories. And I ask them, how long have you been in Australia? And their date starts at the time they got out. They don't class the time that they were actually attained as part of being in Australia, and I don't blame them. I am disgusted with the government today that we could lock up children, men and women and turn our backs and leave them there. I am really sorry. The white government of Australia has a lot to answer for. So on behalf of my people who understand the plight of the refugees, we put out our hands and our hearts. And we have tears too. We have a lot of tears when we see the little children. And people are locked up. When their civil rights are taken away, there's something seriously wrong. Very wrong. Anyway, on behalf of my people today, they tell me, if you live on my country, you share my food, and you call yourself an Australian, then you become part of the Wurundjeri extended family and you're welcome on the country. And especially if you worry and you care about the rights of individual people who are less fortunate than ourselves. Today I'm very, very lucky. I ran into the Wurundjeri dancers, and when they heard what we're here for and what we're trying to do, they asked to dance because they thought the issue was so important. So what I'll do now is I'll introduce Marksy here for you, Brendan, and he'll tell you a little bit about what the boys are about to do, and we'd love to perform for you today. Thank you and welcome to Wurundjeri country.
Those particular words represent people coming down canoes, down River Street, letting the locals, the people know about where they're coming from, the land they're coming into, and letting them know that they mean no harm.
For example, in the Christmas Island Detention Centre, there are non-contact visit rooms like you would find in the maximum security part of Part1 prison. We've even got a babies compound there on Christmas Island. And all of this has already been finished, and the government admits that it's not appropriate for the kind of attitude that the Australian government has now to the way in which asylum seekers should be treated. In fact, we need to move away from the policy of mandatory detention that is seen. Just last week we heard about the Chinese woman in Villawood who's been locked up for 6.5 years. That's what mandatory detention is doing. We've still got over 300 refugees in detention centres being locked up. The Nicholas Stern report into climate change says that between now and 2050 there'll be between 200 and 250 million people displaced from their homes as a result of climate change induced environmental disasters. There's the new big wave of climate refugees coming to Australia. And in all of the questions that I've been asking the government, it's become absolutely clear to me that they've got no plan in place to deal with this.
But I'll introduce Mr. Wickramasinghe, and then let's see if we can give the boys on Nauru a message of hope from the people of Melbourne. You're going to learn a Tamil word. Mr. Ramasinghe is going to help you with that.
Thank you very much, Pamela. Ladies and gentlemen, refugee activists and community leaders, I'm very glad to have a chance to speak to you about what is happening in Sri Lanka, why these 83 youngsters came through the Indian Ocean to Australia. The Chinese from Nauru is going to speak now. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Yes, you can speak.
We are Sri Lankan Tamil refugees, now living in Nauru from the last 3 months. So far, no decision has been made about our status. Please help us, save us, and understand our plight on this refugees day.
Can you listen for a minute? The people of Melbourne want to give you a message. There's a Tamil word for freedom.
சுதந்திரம் விடுதலை செய். தமிழ் அகதிகளை விடுதலை செய். நாரு தீவிலிருந்து ஆஸ்திரேலியாவுக்கு கொண்டு வா. Thank you very much, Prince. Free the Sri Lankan Tamils from Nauru Island. Free the Sri Lankan Tamil refugees.
Freedom for refugees. Freedom. Bangsa Papua. That's my dream, man. I would like to tell the Australian government as well. Please, don't listen to Indonesia government. West Papuan people, we don't trust Indonesia government. Thank you.
Thank you, Herman.
They have been cast, these 89 people, into possible indefinite exile in Nauru, out of sight, out of mind, out of rights.